Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Monday night here at Proficiency Bonus. My name is Matthew, your, I don't know what the hell I am today, Dungeon Master, but before we jump right into everything, a couple of quick shout-outs. I want to say thank you to Streamlabs, OBS, and Twitch, as we use their software and platform to do what we enjoy doing. Many thanks to our sponsors, Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games. If you put ! Little Dragon, it'll give a link to their website. Don't forget to use the discount code PROBONUS. You get 10% off your order, and they will ship anywhere on the globe. If you type in ! CCG, it'll get you a link to Cardboard Castle Games website. They're located just a little ways south of me down in Evans, Georgia. If you're local, swing by and see them. Let them know that Proficiency Bonus sent you over, and you'll net 10% off your order there as well. So definitely check them out. We know them. We love them. We talk about them all the time here. So definitely swing by, see them, let them know we sent you over. And that we're going to jump right into next time. It's been a couple of weeks since we were last all together. Our party has been spending a little bit of time in Baldur's Gate. Murdoch, who has an office and resides here, is a couple of things that she wants to take care of. The party has heard some minor interesting things. There may or may not be a potential apparent ghost ship due to dock here in the New Moon, which is in a couple of days. Rose has been brought out to some rather seedy establishment that Murdoch was able to help get set up in the Flaming Fist to leave them alone, as long as they do it outside the walls of the city. And let's not forget that Lydia took our friend Sarah to a local temple to get her mind sort of straightened out again, and had a minor existential crisis, nervous breakdown, It's too early to say at this point. We're really not sure. We just know there was a lot of crying involved. Furia has gone looking for her, shall we say, contact. She's been advised that they will be back at the Sorceress Sundries later on this afternoon or early evening. So our party is sort of scattered to the wind at the moment. As this has been happening, and as Murdoch and Rose are having their moment, Lydia is and as you can see from our overlay, Lydia and Art are not with us this evening, so we wish them well. I hope they're doing okay, but with that being said, Lydia is going to take a few moments and cast Sending to a couple of folks. Her first Sending spell is going to go to Murdoch. And Lydia takes a couple of moments to just send over Got Sarah healed. Seems better, but broken. Where are you?
Unmute myself. That's good, but also concerning. We're outside the city, closer to where we teleported in. There's a rather simple house with a man standing out front. He's a friend of mine.
Okay, and then a couple moments goes by, Lydia will cast it again, this time to Furia. I'm just saying, again, basically the same. Sarah's healed. Heading out of town to meet Murdoch. Simple house, man outside.
I'll respond. It's a start. Art has spells to do. Drop them off at inn and head over that way.
Okay. So then, as a few minutes goes by and you get one last message sent to you, Murdoch, just as Art going to inn, Furia, me, and Sarah en route.
right. Sounds good. I'm here with Rose. She's actually about to do a little bit of a performance, so make quick with your feet if you'd like to see.
Okay, so it'll take the group of the three of you, it'll probably take you about 10-15 minutes to get there. So as we pan over, as you all start heading towards this rather simple house with a person standing outside of it, we are going to enter the house, down the stairs, into the basement, where we find Rose, your name has been called. And you can see that there is a rather broad-chested man from where you are along the bar and you've been getting your drink with Murdoch. He would be basically like continue all the way down to the end of the bar and slightly to the left. It's sort of the head of this massive circle, the fighting pit. As you can hear him call out, Rose! And starts looking around, trying to see if he can find you.
Here, I'm here.
As you put your arm up, he starts waving you down. Hey, come on!
And I'll head towards the ring.
Hey, Rose.
Yes.
I haven't gotten to see too much of what you can do, but I've liked what I've seen so far. Enjoy yourself.
You'll enjoy this as well. I promise.
I'll give you bardic inspiration. I don't know if you'll need it, but
Hey.
unfailing.
There you go.
Take it.
So as you start walking around, you can hear the individual starts calling out again. And this time actually looking across, sort of opposite side from you. And, Dorm! Dorm! And in a couple of moments you see a rather diminutive little individual start moving their way over. And as the crowd starts to part, as you're about good 50 feet across the circle from this person, as the crowd starts to move and this person goes through, you can see what looks to be a very small, very thin goblin is starting to circle, basically following along the line of this pit up towards this individual, matching you on the other side. And every once in a while, as you're walking over, you can see the head turn a little bit. We're still heading up to meet up with this individual. A couple of moments goes by, and the two of you meet up on either side, and the guy looks down. Okay. So as you know, this is a establishment we like to keep our fighters alive, so you are free to use what you'd like, but non-lethal. Try not to, bloody each other up all you like. Shows better, but don't go for the kill.
Understood.
No betting on yourself.
Fair enough.
If we think you've thrown the fight, I'm sure you met the gentleman at the door. He'll be more than happy to have a few words with you afterwards.
You don't have to worry about that with me.
Fight goes until one of you is unconscious, or one of you is unable to continue to fight. Do either of you have any questions? And looks down at Dom. I know you probably don't. You've been here before, but I have rumors this one's new.
Yes, but no questions. Seems simple enough.
Okay, well, go ahead back to your sides and When you hear the bell, meet out in the middle. And then Darm just looks up at you and reaches out a single fist over towards you.
I'll kind of raise my fist. Match.
Darm gives a little bit of a nod and starts walking back to the other side. Okay, as the two of you start circling back, Murdoch, you start hearing the bartender from behind you. And you can see it's got a, looks like a little piece of slate, piece of chalk on it. Yeah, it was Rose, Dom. Yeah, we see what Dom can do. It looks over at you a little bit. Hey, you. That little woman you brought in here, is she any good?
She is beastly good. Yes.
Okay, well.
She's where my money's going. Obviously.
Well, you think? Okay, well, we're gonna give her. He puts up and takes a little. Looks like a little block of wood that has an F on it. Sets it above Darm on this little thing. God, we got Dom's the favorite. Odds are 3-1. The Dom's going to mop the floor with this thing. So, entry bet 1 gold. Maximum we're taking on this is 10 gold. You got a couple of people come up and he starts jotting down. You can see there's about 4 or 5 people come up and put down 5 gold each on Darm. One comes over and puts down a single gold on Rose. Another comes over and says, looks over, and you can see he's giving Rose sort of a once over and throws 5 gold on it, on Rose.
I'm going to slide over a single platinum piece for Rose.
Okay.
Don't break your tooth on it.
That in, guess that ends up being 16 for Rose. And then you can see, as you're looking around, you can see people are starting to move a little closer towards the edge of this fighting pit. Looks like they're trying to jockey to get the best view and keep everything in line. As Rose and Darm are now standing directly across from each other. Rose, anything you'd be doing right before it starts?
No, but is this individual like carrying a weapon, or is he just bare-fisted?
So, as you're looking at the individual, seems to be completely unarmed. As you're looking at the, what's the word I'm looking for? As you're looking at them, actually, give me a sec. Let me grab my cheat sheet here that I put in here for this. Come on. Yeah, it is wearing just a very simple cloth pants down, basically like, a little bit shorter than capris. So like if you remember the old sort of baggy shorts that came down like a quarter of the way down your calf. Basically like that, but made out of a cloth. Very simple rope belt and just 2 cloth gloves on his hands.
Okay.
You can see he definitely seems to be sort of limbering up a little, giving a little bit of a stretch. A couple of shadow punches over each side. Seems to be getting loose.
Murdoch, can you take these for me? And I'll hand my my battle axe, my hand axes over to Murdoch.
Oh dear. Okay. All right. I like reach down, like grab it by like the haft and like kind of walk it up and come down and grab others. All right, so fisticuffs for you then, dear.
Yes, this seems the order of the day, and make this a fair bout. So,
All right.
Go ahead, the both of you make perception checks for me.
okay. Oh no. 3.
6.
Okay. Murdoch, it's a little easier for you because you were up by the bar and you're just sort of pulling this up. You can hear immediately as people around you voices start whispering. She's not bringing any weapons in with Darm? Oh, and immediately a couple more go running over, and you hear another 30 gold gets dropped on Darm.
I got to say, Rose, the odds monetarily are not in your favor.
It'll just make this victory all the sweeter.
Good girl. All right. I'll keep a watch on your things then.
Thank you.
Do you want a little bit of liquid luck before you go? A quick drink.
I already had 1 or 2. I think I'm ready to go.
All right.
As you hear that, as Murdoch says that, you hear a resounding boom, as you can hear this bell start to toll. And you watch as Darm very slowly starts just walking in towards the middle.
I am just gonna charge at him and try to grapple him.
Okay, so as you could watch, as everyone's watching Darm just walk in calmly, and Rose starts charging. Rose, go ahead and roll initiative for me.
17.
Okay. And Murdoch, just in case you decide you're going to do anything, go ahead and roll initiative for me.
That is smart because I might have to throw more inspiration out there. 11.
Oh, okay. And actually, you know what? Furia and Sarah, go ahead and roll it as well. You two will be getting there right after this starts, so.
16.
Okay.
19.
Okay. Trauma works in Sarah's favor.
I'm on edge.
I'm ready to stab anyone who gives me a reason to. She's gonna hop in the next fight.
So that will bring us right to you, Rose. As you two are sort of making your way in, and Darm had a little bit of a jump to you. So Darm's probably about 10 feet away from center, and at this point you're, where you were charging, I'll say you're about 20 feet away. Okay. So you can easily finish using your movement to get right up in Darm's face. Actually,
yeah.
This is a little too peaceful for what Rose is planning on doing here.
What are you talking about? She's running over there to give him a hug.
There we go. Okay, so Rose is charging up. What you doing, Rose?
I'm just gonna try and get him in a grapple.
Okay, so go ahead and make a strength check.
Okay. 12.
Okay, so as you come reaching up to try to grapple Darm just, as your arms come out, just manages to put both hands up and just sort of hold your hands out and keep you away for a second and then stops. As you can't get close enough. So you do have a second attack you can make.
I do. I'm going to bonus action rage,
Okay.
and now I will try to break through his defense with my second attack.
So you're trying to grapple, or you're just trying to hit?
Just like a grapple, yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and make
Nat
another
20.
strength check. Oh, gee.
So 28 with the modifier.
Okay, I don't think this person's going to be able to. Oh, so you do manage to get a grapple on Darm.
Okay. So now that he's grappled, can I try to I want to get my arms underneath his shoulders and kind of flip him over, put him onto his back?
Not at
or is
this
that
point because
another action?
you've already
Okay.
used your second attack.
Okay.
So right, you've got him you've got him grappled at the moment, so he's going to have disadvantage on his attacks on you, but.
Okay.
And that's going to bring us over to Darm. And Murdoch, if at any point you want to do something, just stop me as we get to Darm. I'm just going to assume you're going to be good to go unless you...
Yep, she's just, she's watching Rose's thing, she's watching the fight, she's watching the door to see when everyone wants it. So she's just perceptioning around.
Okay.
Perceiving. That's the word.
Okay, so... yeah, so Darm is just going to start trying to hit you. So, let's see here. Oh, first attack is a 13. I don't think it's going to cut it, right?
Nope, that will not hit.
Okay. Let's see. And we have... And they're going to do this, and they're going to make 2 more attacks against you. Oh, that one's even worse. Oh, that one's got some hope. 16.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay. So as that hits, you're going to take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so
So that'll be halved to 3.
yeah.
And then I need you to make a... what is it? Strength saving throw.
Okay. Now I have advantage on this as well. Good thing. 22.
Okay, you are okay at the moment. But you can definitely feel as those first ones just trying to figure out a way to get a good shot in at you. And all of a sudden, just one comes right up into the solar plexus. You can feel like he was trying to push you away from him, but you managed to withstand it. That brings us back to you.
Okay, so I'm just going to try and throw a punch with my first attack.
Okay, so you do have advantage. This Darm is grappled.
16 and 17. 20.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah, over 20. So what am I rolling for damage with just a punch?
Oh, so unarmed, if you don't have any feats for it, is 1 plus your strength modifier.
Okay.
So what's your strength modifier?
8 plus 8.
No, your strength modifier can't be higher than a 5.
Oh, 5, sorry.
Okay, so it'll be a total of 6 damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Does she get rage damage on top of that, though?
Oh,
Because
yes, she is raging, yes.
But do I have to be holding a weapon for that, or
No, it's a
even
melee
with a
attack.
punch?
It's a strength-based melee attack, so what's your rage
Yeah,
bonus?
so that's plus 2.
So that would be a total of 8. Here you go. Okay. So that's your first attack.
And now I want to try and like get my arms underneath his and kind of like basically flip him and throw him over on his back.
Oh, okay. So go ahead. So go ahead and we'll say just make a strength attack. So
Okay.
a D20 plus your strength modifier.
Okay.
Again, it is strength based and you're raging, so you will have advantage on it.
Is a 20.
Okay, so yes, they can't even try to brace themselves or anything for it. So go ahead and roll a straight D6 for this.
Okay. That's a 2.
Okay. So, and when you say you're tossing, is this like are we talking suplex, power slam, or are you
Yeah.
just sort of like over the shoulder and letting go?
Like a suplex.
Oh,
Basically,
okay.
yeah.
But you're trying to maintain your grapple and hold on to this individual?
Yeah, if I could.
You can. It just means you're laying on the ground with them.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So you're both now on the ground, and you can do. Dharma's coughs a little bit and looks over at you and is going to. Does not want to be stuck in your arms anymore, so is going to haul off and start punching at you again, trying to convince you to let go. So, first one is a 15.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Constitution save, okay.
And you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage from that one, half to 5.
Ooh. Okay.
6 on the die.
17.
Okay, you are okay on that one. Okay, then I'm going to make 2 more attacks against you. Yeah, that's a 25 and a 26. So both of those are going to hit.
Ooh. Yep.
First one is 6 points of bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
halved to 3, and the second one is 7, halved to 3. And that will bring us back to the top of the order as we pan away from the pit for a moment as Furia, Sarah, and Lydia proceed to sort of come walking down. And Lydia, having been advised that the individual at the door was a friend of Murdoch's, gets sort of pointed over by the bar. And you can see Murdoch is sitting there, and you can see Rose is like half laying on top of a goblin in the middle of a sandpit.
Does Murdoch look like she knows that that Rose is doing this?
Oh yeah, I mean Murdoch's at the edge of the thing watching with like some wine.
And you're just allowing it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a little wave to Furia.
Nod back. Come up over to you, point over to the pit and head over that way to watch.
And get a follow.
And that'll bring us right back over to Rose. As we pan back into the pit as Rose just took a couple of elbows to the nose.
Okay, so I'm just gonna like try and like basically position myself like on top of this individual and I'm just gonna throw a punch.
Okay. So it is a straight roll now, as you are still on the ground prone. But so are
Okay.
they. So you would have disadvantage for being prone. They'd have you'd have advantage for them being prone, so it just cancels.
Okay. $26 to
Oh
hit.
yeah, that'll hit.
And it's just a D6 again?
No, it's just a flat 6 damage.
Oh,
'Cause
okay,
it's
okay.
1. Oh, sorry, it's a flat 8 for your first attack, because it's
Yeah,
1
with
plus
the
your
rage.
5 plus 2. So
Okay.
okay, and then,
Yeah, and I'll just keep swinging.
Okay.
Yeah, over 20 again.
Okay. That's another.
Nothing else. Your aim is good.
Yeah.
She's nothing if not consistent.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, and anything else? You're just still trying to maintain your hold?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay put.
Okay. Then that brings us back over to Darm again. And Darm is going to... Darm is going to try to get out of your... Actually, no, they're not there. And Darm's just going to keep wailing on you. 'Cause you're not standing, so they're at the... Basically, there's no clear advantage at the moment. So he's just going to keep going in at it. Okay, first attack is a 16.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, I need another Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 20, dirty 20.
Okay, that is... You still succeed. And that is 5 points of bludgeoning damage. Half to 2.
Okay.
Okay. And they're going to take one more attack against you. Okay, yeah, that's a 17, so that'll hit. Okay, and I need you to make another Constitution save.
Ooh, 25.
Hey, you are good.
Yes.
That is 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's halved down to 3, or that was
that's-
halved already?
Nope, that's half to 3.
Okay.
Okay. And that is going to end there, going and bring us back over to you.
Alright. Well, come on, is that all you've got? And I'll just throw another punch.
Okay.
18 to hit.
Let me jump over and make sure real quick. Okay, 18 will hit.
Okay. And I'll wind up and swing again.
Okay, oh, that's right, it was unarmed.
Wow. A 23 to hit. I can't believe these rolls.
That'll hit also. Okay, and that was... Yeah, you can definitely see this individual is starting to look a little rough.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stay right here and try not to let him get up.
Okay. And they're going to come back and just start and just keep trying to beat on you. Okay, that is first attack is a 23.
Oh yeah.
Okay, need another Constitution save.
That is a 13.
That actually fails.
Okay.
As you're growling this person, they're just moving around. All of a sudden, just one fist right up under the bridge of your nose.
You have bardic inspiration.
Do
Oh,
yes.
You can try it if you want to.
And that's a D8.
8.
Okay.
So you rolled a 13, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so this is what you roll matters.
Plus 5, so 18.
So you are all set. You managed to avoid that. So you take 7 points of damage, halved down to 3.
Okay.
And then they're going to make 2 additional attacks against you. And we have a natural 20 and a 19.
Yep. They'll both hit.
Okay. Let's see here. So, do that one first. So, is 10 points of damage halved to 5. And then the nat 20 is actually a whole lot worse. That is 7 points of damage halved to 3. And then I need you to make 1 dexterity saving throw and 1 strength saving throw.
Okay. Oh boy, that's a 3 on the dex save.
Oh, okay.
And the strength is a 17.
Okay, so as you're on this, as you manage to stave off that first blow, sort of getting your head spun a little bit. The next one is Darm sort of rolls and throws its elbow and shoulder into you, actually knocks you off of him to the ground beside him. He goes to push off with his leg and tries to kick you away from him, but you manage to just sort of stick your arm down. You have been forcefully separated and are both laying. Darm is actually going to stand up at this point. And yeah, that is all he can do at this point, but he is now standing as you are laying on the ground.
Okay.
Was I supposed to do something before or after Darm?
I'll say you can do it. You can do it right now if you want.
I'm just going to simply be like, "Come on, Rose, on your feet! You've got him against the ropes! Huzzah!" And give you another bardic inspiration.
There you go. And that'll bring us up back over to Rose.
Okay, so she'll kind of like lean on her elbow and stagger back up to her feet. That's the spirit, Darm. And she'll just run back in and stand toe to toe and deliver another punch.
Okay.
That is a 25.
That'll hit.
Is that just another straight?
Oh yeah, that's it. I keep forgetting.
Plus 2 then? Okay.
Yep, that's okay.
She's consistent.
And
Ah.
she'll wind up and swing with the left arm this time. 19.
Okay, 19 will hit as well.
Okay.
Okay, and let me jump over to my other screen, make sure how Darm is looking here, because
I nudge Murdoch. Remind me never to get punched by Rose. That looks not too fun.
Yeah, as you're looking over and you're saying that, you can see Darm. This individual is looking pretty wrecked right now. You can see there's sort of blood coming out of the mouth. The nose is. I mean, goblins aren't exactly the most attractive, but you can tell the nose is a little cocked to one side a little more than usual. Okay. That'll bring us back over to Darm. Darm is going to wind up and sort of takes a swing kick at you, trying to sort of sweep your leg. And that is a 22 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that is 5 points of bludgeoning damage rounded down to 2.
Okay.
And then... And it's going to... bonus action is going to disengage. And sprints straight towards where like your side of the fighting pit is. Just gets right over to the wall, then turns and faces back towards you. So right now Darm is about, from where you would charge up to meet them, is probably about 40 feet away from you.
Okay. Do I get the sense that it's not like running after Murdoch, are they?
No, it's literally
Can I-
what you
can I
see is
tell,
it's
or-
basically turns to, it looked like they were just putting some space between the two of you,
Okay.
and then turned back and almost is like football stance on the ground, about 40, 45 feet away from you.
Yeah, just turn to meet their gaze, but I'm still standing
Yep, and then
standing tall in the center
now
of
it's
the ring.
back to you, and they are 40 feet away from you.
40 feet. I guess I'll use my. I have 35 feet of movement. I guess I'll just close the gap as much as I can.
Okay, so you're about 10 feet away at this point.
I guess I'll just hold my position there. Or I guess I'll use my action to dash just to
Okay.
fully close the gap. And then I guess that's all I can do.
Okay, perfect. So as you start charging forward and dashing towards them, as we come back to Darm, Darm actually lunges towards you and is trying to basically just throw a forearm into your sternum
Okay.
as you're sort of charging in. And that is an 18 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay. So then that is going to be 9 points of bludgeoning damage, halved to 4.
Okay.
And I need you to make another con saving throw.
Oh boy. That's a nat 1 plus 6, 7.
Okay, you do have your Bardic
Inspiration.
Inspiration if you want to give it a
I'm
go.
gonna use that Bardic Inspiration.
Oh,
So we're at a 7 right now, right?
An 8, yes, so 15.
Hey, and you managed to make it. 15
yes!
15 is what you needed.
Yes, Rose! I say it, so it shall be done!
And as that happens, And then they're going to burn their last one and make 2 more attacks against you.
Okay.
That is a 17 and a 16.
Yep, they'll both hit.
Okay. I need a dex save and a strength save.
10 on the dex save.
Okay, so you are knocked onto your back again. You are prone.
And a 10 on the strength save as well.
And as you fall to the ground after the first strike, second one, this small goblin soccer kicks you, and you slide 15 feet away.
Okay.
And you take 14 points of damage in total, half to 7.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay,
Man.
so you are now 15 feet away,
Okay.
prone on the ground. This poor, bloodied, beaten goblin is now looking down and just...
All right. Yeah. Now Rose is, her nose is bleeding and you could see a little blood trickling out of her mouth, but she gets back up to her feet again, and she will just close the gap.
So you've got about 15 feet of movement left, so you can get right up to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna get right up in his face, and I'm just gonna haul off and throw another punch.
Okay.
That is a 13.
13. He manages to just throw an arm up and block your first strike.
She will just wind up one more time. That is a 15.
Blocks the second attack.
Yeah, she'll just stay right where she is.
Okay. Furia Murdoch, as you're watching this happen, anything the two of you would be doing as a...
I'm just shouting encouragement and like, come on, you can do it! You had it, come on! Don't lose it now!
Yeah, Murdoch is like, come on, Rose! You punched a shark, for Pete's sake! You can punch a goblin! Finish it! I'll give you one more. Bardic inspiration.
Sarah's still is staring at Murdoch in like bewilderment because again, this is allowed? You're allowing this?
It's illegal.
As this is all going on, Darm just starts circling around you. Doesn't raise a hand. You can just see just walking around, hands at the ready, just very calmly breathing.
Oh, the disrespect.
I'll just kind of like rotate as he walks around me. Do I see like anything happening, or he's just...
Go ahead and make a free perception check.
Oh, 19.
As you're watching this, you can see that his breath he seems to be calming. You can see the blood that had been sort of freely pouring down the nose is not quite is flowing.
Okay.
Seem to be feeling a little bit better. And that brings us back to Rose.
She's going to charge and try to grapple him again.
You don't even need to charge. It's literally you're here, and he is literally just circling right around you.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll try to get him in a grapple again.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check. Never mind. I don't think you can roll that low. What you got?
Okay. It was a 13. No, I didn't do the 15. Sorry. Math.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a 6. So.
Okay.
Okay, so you have Darm grappled once more.
And it would be an additional like attack to try and bring him to the ground again.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to do that.
Okay. So go ahead. That's another just a strength again, a strength check or a strength attack. So you do have advantage on it.
Ooh, that's a 16. 2 16s, okay. Plus my 24.
Okay, so you managed to take it down. I'll go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
Okay. 5.
Okay. The Darm is back on the ground. And now are you, again, same thing? You're just sort of dropping to the ground and staying on the ground, pinning him down?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So once more, you've got Darm on the ground, and you can hear a lot of very colorful, if any of you speak Goblin, it is quite colorful what's coming out of this individual's mouth in between coughs. He is going to, if we come back to him, he's just going to, literally as you're right on top, he's just going to try to headbutt you. That's a 21 to headbutt.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that is 8 points of bludgeoning damage, half to 4.
Okay.
Ouch.
As you know, actually no, that's right. They used the last one for that, so you can't even do that. Okay, that's going to end their go.
Okay. Yep. I'm going to wind up and swing, and this is like no holds barred now, so I'm going to go for like a rib shot with this punch.
Okay.
Get her, girl.
16 to hit.
And that meets. That's what you needed.
There we go. All right. Is that just the straight
Oh yeah, that's
damage again?
Yes, that's 8. Okay.
And I will try to hit the same exact spot with this punch.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that is a 26.
That'll hit.
And yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. You can definitely see that Darm is not looking back looking just about as bad as they were a couple of moments ago.
All right.
And Darm is going to reach up with both of his arms and actually try to grapple you. So go ahead and make a strength check.
All right.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
A strength check or a strength saving throw?
Check.
Okay.
And grapples are contested.
Okay, so that's a dirty 20.
So you are now considered grappled as well.
Ooh,
As Darm
okay.
rolled a 22.
Oh.
So as you've got Darm pinned to the ground, Darm now has one arm sort of up and wrapped around your neck, trying to pull your neck funny. Okay. Brings us back to you.
Okay, so what effect does both of us having a grapple on one another?
Basically,
mechanically have?
it's straight rolls.
Okay.
It's mechanically there's no difference. You guys are both prone already, so you both have disadvantage and advantage. So it's always straight rolls.
Hmm.
It's just now
Okay.
Darm isn't necessarily thinking like that. Darm's like, well, if I can't get away, neither can you.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on swinging.
Probably not the best idea for Darm, but
That's a
Oh.
9.
a
No.
9 misses.
You
Alright.
can use my inspiration for hitting as well. It doesn't have to just be
Yeah.
6. But it's up to you. Because you'd need a 7 or an 8.
Yeah, she'll just wind up and try one more time.
Okay.
An 8.
Oh, so an 8 misses as well.
But it is unfailing, so actually, if you add it and you still
Oh,
fail,
that's
you
true.
keep
So
it.
there's
you
no
might wanna-
reason not to try it.
No reason not to try. Punch this goblin, please.
Oh, we'll try
Come on,
it.
girl.
Or headbutt him.
That's a 6, so 14. Not bad.
No, it's almost, but not quite there. That just the way Darm's got your head sort of tweaking your neck a little bit. It's just making it hard to aim.
This is close. I didn't think it was gonna be this close.
Hey, Darm's gonna take a headbutt at you, and that is cocked. As much as I want to keep the 20, it's on its side. And it goes from a 20 to a 1. So
Oh,
Darm's
yes.
trying to hit you and just is missing wide as well. Comes back over to Rose.
Yeah, she'll just wind up again. Just keep wailing.
Okay.
11. I'm gonna use the Bardic Inspiration. Ugh, 3. 14.
So just to make sure, are you rolling an 11 on the die? You still add your modifier.
Oh, I still have. Okay. So my.
Yeah,
alright,
it's just
I'm
you don't
sorry.
have advantage. It's just normally when you're raging, if somebody's prone, you have advantage. It's just a straight
so I
roll,
just
so it's
lose
your
the
die
advantage.
plus your modifier.
Yeah, so
Okay,
still
so
add your
then-
like +8 or
Then
whatever.
a 19 to hit. I'm sorry.
Yes, that will hit.
Okay,
I
okay.
was going. There's no way he can roll an 8. This.
So that's just a straight damage again, though.
Yep. And that's your first attack, right?
That's correct.
Oh, okay. You can see Darm looks wrecked.
Come on.
Gonna wind up again. Try to end this. To 12.
12 on the die.
No, with that,
Okay.
I rolled a 4. Plus
Try
7
the
with
part.
the Bardic Inspiration.
Mm.
So 19.
There you go.
And that
there you
hits.
go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, last
Another
attack.
8.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah!
Ooh.
Yes!
So Rose is on top of this individual, like, and she's bleeding from the nose, from the mouth. She's got her eyes swollen. She winds up, takes one final punch to his rib section, and like almost collapses after that.
Okay, and as you all watch as Rose almost collapses on top of this individual, as you can hear the sort of go, and then just Rose right there, you can see the eyes just roll back and the head just lolls to the side. The arm that had been sort of tweaking your neck just goes limp. And so you can hear the people around. And again, Afiri and Sarah notice this. I mean, as you can hear sort of hushed whispers. The people, oh, Darm lost. Somebody beat Darm without a weapon. And then people start hooting and hollering. And there's a couple of people who seem upset at the money they put down on Darm. There's a couple who seem very excited at how much they're getting back on their bets on Rose.
She'll just
Always bet on friendship.
to her feet in the middle of the ring and just throw her fists up in the air.
After a few minutes, that rather rotund individual comes sort of waddling down to you, throws his arm around your shoulder and pulls you in. Rose, well, hey, you're not half bad. You took Dom without a weapon. Not many people do that. We have a future
It wasn't
here.
easy. It was a hell of a fight.
You know, you just gotta be careful with them little quick things like that. A couple of quick shots to the face, and they'll have you seeing stars. And by the time you come back around, you're on the floor.
Yeah, he got me with that once out there.
Go get yourself cleaned up and have around a bartender will get you one drink on the house. And if you're ready for more at some point, let us know.
All right.
Something tells me you won't be quite the underdog next time.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go get cleaned up.
And as that's all happening, the bartender comes over and drops 30 gold in your hand.
Oh, thank you.
So is that so that's technically 20 gold profit because I gave 10. Getting my money back plus 20.
Exactly correct, yes.
Okay. There we go.
Then you've got
I'll
a
just
couple of
look
other
through.
people come over and they collect their smaller amounts because the total bets on Rose were only 16 gold, including your 10 gold or 1 platinum.
10 of it was me.
But you can definitely, all of you just with passive insights without need for a check as Rose is coming out, you can tell people are definitely sort of checking Rose out a little bit. And you can hear people talking about the potential next match and...
I
Yeah,
thought
and
that she would like it.
It looked like she had fun.
Mm.
I mean, might be sore tomorrow, but
Gorm's a good sport. Doesn't necessarily. It's not like he's going to punch you in the kidneys unless you got him really angry. How are you two doing, Sarah?
Murdoch, you're allowing this. Were you bribed?
No. I helped the owner here a while back. I don't have issue with sport. They don't kill anyone here. And
Yeah, look into the ring and see if that goblin's moving.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I can't see what's on the screen. That's gonna be a 9.
Hard to tell from this distance.
they don't kill anyone here, and well, for people out here, outside of the city proper, you need to have a certain amount of money just to be able to go in and out of the gates. So, any sort of local business, whatever they want to spend their gold on, is good for everyone. And it's bloody fun. Emphasis on bloody. But,
Emphasis on blood, yes.
but I helped them out. They got into some legal trouble with the Flaming Fist a while back, and I don't know, I kept them from getting their business get shut down, and there was a clause in that meant that there's no bodies that come out of this place cold. So it's basically just sport.
Murdoch, I have an appointment back at the magic shop later this afternoon. Some behind-the-scenes backup, if needed, would be helpful. And after that, seeing how it goes, then I'll feel more comfortable letting everybody else know what that's all about.
All right. If you want me there, then you have me.
Just, somebody else in case something goes horribly wrong. I don't think it will, but you never know.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that you're not planning. You're planning for the worst, but hoping for the best, and that is something that I can only hope to instill in the rest of you.
I've got a plan.
And Also, actually, you dodged my question earlier, miss. How are you?
I'm gonna jump into the pit.
Okay.
Okay. They call your name.
Just. What are you doing once you land down? It's only a couple of feet down, but
Yes, hello.
he looks over at you. You need help, little lady.
You can sign me up next, please.
Oh dear.
Do I just wait at the goblin?
Wait at the goblin. Form a line. The unconscious goblin.
Mind the blood. Mind the blood.
He comes strolling back over. It takes him a couple of moments as he had gone back up to the head. And as you're standing near Garm's unconscious body, you can tell now, being this close, obviously, he is just very peacefully breathing. Seems to be asleep.
Good.
Eventually, though, this rotund individual comes over to you. Looks, sort of gives you a one and up. And darling, we have a bit of a clause in our agreement that we can't send any stiffs out. And you're a bit, well, mind you, you're a bit, your expiration date is coming up a lot sooner than what we typically let in to the final.
Oh, that already happened, dearie. I'm way past that.
Are you undead?
Oh, no. No, not like that.
So let's try to. Oh, if you're interested, go up and talk to the bartender. He'll have you fill out the waiver.
Back up.
Murdoch,
Yes, dear.
can I have a boost?
Yes, dear. By the way, whenever Rose gets back after she's cleaned up her weapons, I was watching them. Just get them back to her. Yes. Okay. On your toes. Do you have
I have
Hop.
those.
hop?
Okay.
Just hop.
Okay.
1,
Oh,
2, 3. There we go. Okay.
I have to go talk to the bartender. Thank you. I waddle off to talk to the bartender.
Could have told you
Oh,
that if you didn't just jump into pits.
And at this point, you see Rose come out from, the back area, and she's cleaned up the blood and redid the braids in her hair, and she's got a nice shiner, but she's got a big smile on her face too.
Spits a tooth out.
So, bartender, was told I get a free drink after the fight.
Oh, yeah. Give us a second. Apparently got to get a waiver out for that little old woman over there. I don't suppose you're ready to go again, and you feel like taking her
Sarah,
out.
you're joining the fun too?
I am joining, yes.
All right.
So, a couple of minutes goes by, and Rose, do me a favor. Go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
Okay. Uh, 18.
Oh, okay. As a couple of minutes goes by, and bartender comes walking over and puts down basically it looks like a very typical mug of ale. Big, thick head on the top of it. The only difference is the liquid itself is a bubbling, deep crimson red.
Can't say no to a free ale, and she'll take a swig.
Okay. Go ahead and make a con save.
Okay.
As the minute you draw it, it is salty and bittery and has a very strange sort of coppery taste to it. You remember this flavor from a few moments ago when you were spitting up blood.
That is an 11.
Okay. And you are okay with this flavor.
All right.
As you start, the more you sip of it, the more you get that sort of coppery, metallic, like aftertaste on your tongue.
Mm.
As a bartender, after a couple months, and just sort of call that orc's blood brew.
I have to say, I enjoy it. I think it's pretty damn good.
Oh, it's very hard to make. Very few people know how to ferment orc blood. I mean, you gotta kill an orc first, but...
Naturally. Well, cheers, and she'll continue to drink it.
I'm staring in mild horror.
Do you have to kill? I mean, you can get blood.
Is it
without-
orc blood or ox blood?
Orc.
Do you have to kill one? Really? I mean, can't you just?
I mean, you get the most blood out of one if you kill it.
You should try bloodletting.
Sarah.
Maybe she won't just be fodder for the next one.
Don't underestimate this one.
Are there bottles on the bar, by the way?
Yeah, they've got stuff like typical bar in the background.
Just before I go in, could I have one or two of those drinks?
What, you mean the one he's drinking?
No, the ones in the bottles.
Sure, it's 6 copper apiece.
I give him a gold. Thank you.
I love adventurers.
He just sets down like 4 or 5 bottles as the math is beyond him at this point.
By the way, because of good graces, I'm going to make an assumption that you simply order the blood. Okay?
Right.
Well, maybe they have an orc that volunteers to, give some occasionally.
Perhaps there's a vampire colony nearby.
If you watched Game of Thrones and there's that one face that Daenerys made when she was
Yeah.
that's Murdoch at the bar right now.
I'm gonna turn to like Murdoch, Furia, and Rose. And is Lydia with us, or is
Yep.
Lydia? Okay.
Yeah, Lydia was
I'm
sort
good.
of nursemaiding you, and she was also the communicator.
I'm dealing with stuff in my own way. Anyway, I'm gonna hand each of them a bottle. I don't want to waste the liquor. Just give the empty back to me.
Okay, so Lydia will down hers.
Thank you.
Seems to do it no problem.
I put mine back on the bar. I'm sorry, I have important business later this afternoon. I don't want
Okay,
to,
fine.
jeopardize it.
I hand Furious to Lydia.
Okay.
I'll just drink mine. I won't drink the whole bottle, but I'll sit there and drink like a normal person.
Lydia downs a second bottle,
You see Rose just chugging her
and as she goes to hand it back to you, and you can see at this point it seems to like a little bit of a glassy-eyed look to her, leans down and hands it to you. It
that
is
vomit
not belched right in your face.
Thank you, Lydia.
Please stop it. weeks ago.
Sort of smells like squirrel on a stick.
Man,
We had that weeks ago.
I think she kept some.
It is her favorite food.
I think she just sort of keeps finding squirrels.
Spit roasting them.
Welcome to what happens when your player isn't here, folks. Your favorite food becomes squirrel on a stick.
Sorry, Sarah.
I feel like Sarah's gonna be like, no, that's probably kind of accurate.
I take everybody's bottles once they're done.
Okay.
Okay, and is Sarah, what name would you put down on your sheet?
Just Sarah.
Okay. Just didn't know if you'd be using your own name or not. Okay, and with...
Oh wait, that thing Murdoch told us about the demon. No, it's too late now.
So as
It's fine. You're
as
not an
you set the
orc.
pen and
Not as worried for you right now.
we hear a voice call out for Sarah. That's where we're going to take our break this evening.
Oh yeah.
So we will be back in a few minutes to see who they send in to deal with the crazy old woman. And after that, then we find ourselves on the way back, well, at least some of us, if not all, on the way back to a store to meet with for a clandestine meeting. So don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a few moments.
Baldur's Gate, you can do what you want in Baldur's Gate.
Welcome back, everyone. We've topped up our beverages, took care of a couple of things we needed to, and we are back. As Sarah has apparently decided to enter the fray as a direct response to Murdoch asking how they were doing. At this point, Sarah's name has been called, and you have all heard another individual be called who seems to be circling from more the opposite end, so it seems like it's going to take this person a little longer to get there. After a couple of moments, the two of you meet as the name that has been getting called out was Sibrick. And as you start to see, as Sarah gets there first, eventually a small gnomish individual appears. Some sort of string instrument strung on the back. Sort of poofy head, long feather. Comes very slowly, just swaying over. Then looks over at the individual, gives a little nod, then looks at you, Sarah. And laughs. And then looks back over at the individual, and he goes through the same spiel. Beaten, bloody's fine, but needs to still be breathing. No betting on yourself, no throwing the match. And Sibrick gives a little bit of a nod. Looks back over at you again, Sarah.
I also give a nod and pull 2 of the bottles out.
He just sort of turns and looks at the guy, and then looks back at you and pulls out his loot.
This is the weirdest fight ever.
And then he starts circling back around to the other side.
Are we like in like a walled space? Or
So right now you are basically in the basement of a house.
okay.
And in the middle of this basement, basically about a 60-foot or so massive circle that is sunk down about 3 feet.
Okay.
And it's just covered in sand.
I was picturing like a pit, like Silence of the Lambs pit.
Nobody's making you rub the lotion on your skin.
Okay. I like kind of get myself readied up and on my side of the ring.
And again, Murdoch, you're hearing the much of the same from the bartender. He's talking about Sibrick versus Sarah, and you can see right on it. He's calling out that Sibrick is 10-1 favored.
Oh dear. Okay. Here, I slide the platinum piece back over for in Sarah's name.
Okay.
Whatever she's gotta get through.
He looks at you just. And you watch as he notes down himself and puts 5 gold on Sarah. Oh, you were right last time. And as you see, there are other individuals coming over, and as people are starting to look and see Sarah walking around with basically 2 empty beer bottles in her hand.
You can't.
Let's see here.
Edward 40 hands.
It's a bed of support. Can you
Okay, so-
generate your own sneak attack?
So you end up with, looks like there's a, as you can see, he's taking notes here and ends up with about 80 gold on Sibrick at this point. As we've, the Furia, Rose, would you be betting?
I wouldn't be. I'd just be watching.
Yeah. How much was on Sarah right now? Just the
Currently
platinum?
there's a total of 15 gold.
It's just me and the bartender that's bet on her.
I'll throw in 5 as well.
Okay.
5 gold.
Then you've got a couple of others end up coming in and putting going into it as well. As you can see, they're both situated, and you can hear over the din as people calling out bets. You can hear like somebody tuning a lute. ends up with a total of 160 gold on Sibrick and 21 on Sarah. And once again, you hear the massive bell ring as Sibrick starts to walk in towards the middle. Are you walking in to meet them, Sarah?
Sure.
Okay. As the two of you start walking, I need you to go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Okay.
And actually, go ahead if the rest of you want to roll as well, just in case any of you end up doing anything.
That is a 13.
Okay.
I got another 16.
Okay.
I got a net 20.
Okay, so we have Rose. So what's your
That's
total?
Rose. 20. Yeah, I don't have a
Okay.
modifier.
And Murdoch?
19.
Oh, wow. Then we have Furia. Sibrick. Okay. As we head into the middle, we're going to switch up here. Oops. So why do I have like form music's playing now? There we go.
Oh, yeah, boss music.
Okay. So as we start heading in towards the middle, the first thing that happens is he just starts strumming his lute a little bit. And you can see as you start getting closer, he's using a copper piece as a pick. I need you to make a wisdom save for me, Sarah.
Okay. Not bad. 17.
Okay. Let me just double check this here. Okay. Let's see. So, as you're sort of walking towards this individual, what are your surface thoughts? Like, what's on the very tip of your mind as you're walking towards this person?
That I am hurting and I want to get that feeling out.
Okay. And that is all that he's able to glean from your mind at this point.
Okay.
And that is going to end his initiative. He has now managed to sort of get within, it's probably about 10 feet away from you, just sort of right outside the center point, as you two have been walking towards each other.
Okay. Is that his go
Yep,
for
so that's
initiative?
it.
Okay.
He's all done. It's brings us over to you.
Okay, I'm going to crack the bottles so that they break,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try and rush him with both.
Okay. So go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay.
So you're making. Now, are you doing a single attack, or are you doing a regular attack and then offhand attack?
No, I'm just doing like both at the same time. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Just go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. 18?
And that'll hit.
Yeah.
So So go ahead and so this is well, go ahead and roll damage for this. We'll just call it a dagger for damage sake.
Okay. So 2d4. Do you want me to do one and then the other, or do you just want all at once?
No, because if it's one attack, then it's one roll.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if we were doing each as okay.
No, that would be two. That would be one where you'd add everything, and one where you would just do a separate as a bonus action.
Okay, 7.
Oh, okay, not bad. That was what the barbarian was doing earlier. Okay. Anything else you doing, or you staying there?
Go, yeah! Come on, funny man, let's dance. Yeah, pull out another bottle.
Okay.
Are they stuck in him, or do I still have my bottle?
No, you would still have your bottles.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. Yeah, he did not enjoy that much. Okay. So let's see here. He's going to. Let's see. That's an action to do that. So. As he's going to look over at you. And you can hear him start muttering something. And it sounds like gibberish at first. I need you to go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay. Do 5.
Okay, so you're going to take some damage. Okay, so that is... you take 8 points of psychic damage, and you immediately flee 25 feet back towards the other side of the pit. Just trying to get away from them.
Oh, okay.
And as you start running away, he just takes a couple steps back, still strumming on the lute a little bit, gives a little wave to the people around. That ends his go.
Okay.
You are now about 30 feet away from him.
I'm 30 feet away from him. I would like to do my full 25 feet and then throw one of the bottles at him.
Oh, okay.
Like throwing knife style.
Yep, so go ahead and make a dexterity attack. I am going to say, because this is a broken bottle, you do have disadvantage on the roll. It is not quite aerodynamic as a dagger would be.
Okay. Dang it! Okay, so... 4. Yeah, 4.
So he just manages, as it sort of comes over, just pulls out of the way a little bit. Now there's a bottle in the glass a couple of feet behind him.
I would, as a bonus action, like to do an insight check on him.
Oh, okay. What are you trying to figure out?
I'm trying to figure out what his deal is with the loot and everything, and why I ran when I didn't want to run.
Oh, okay.
I know it's some sort of it's gotta be magic. Must be magic.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll say go ahead and make a free check for that. You can use a bonus action for that.
Okay. Dang it. 11.
Okay. So as you're looking at him, you're not 100% sure as whatever he said didn't make sense to you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're pretty sure it's some sort of magic.
I've had enough of magic. Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm guess. Huh?
So we've got Sarah there. He's actually going to start circling back around you. And just staying just at about 10 feet away. And hearing you say that you've had enough of magic, he's going to look over at you just go. At your age, you've had enough of everything. And I need you to make another wisdom save for me.
Ah! 3!
Okay, so that's another failure. This time you take... Ooh, what a horrible roll. You take 2 points of psychic damage.
Okay, good.
And you have disadvantage on your next attack roll.
Damn it.
And that ends his turn, and he is just sort of marching around you.
Okay. I would... As he's, like, circling me, I kind of want to, like, say, match him,
Yeah,
so, like, he's not
definitely.
behind me. I'm gonna try to throw the bottle again.
Okay. So it's disadvantage on your attack roll.
Okay. Okay, not bad, not bad. That was 10 altogether.
Okay, as you throw it again, he manages to just get out of the way.
Okay. I don't have a bonus with bottles. Why did I do this?
So as we come to the end of your turn and we're jumping back, I'm going to toss it, Rose, Furia, Murdoch, anything any of you would be doing. Don't forget, Sarah, you did not give up your equipment like Rose did.
I know.
So you do have other options should you choose to take them.
Sarah, dear, whatever it is you're trying to do, you can do it! But you gotta do it! Bardic inspiration!
Thank you!
Less
I'm
bottles,
just
more
watching.
daggers!
Just watching and seeing what's gonna happen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right, my daggers.
I'm just watching as well.
Okay. So that is, he's going to just continuing to circle, and again, just sort of chuckling to himself over everything. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw again. As he is now trying to push to get deeper into your mind.
You're almost gonna go to the dice graveyard. You have one more chance. You have no more chances. That's a 7.
Oh.
Okay.
I would like to use a luck point.
Okay, go ahead.
$11. Okay, this is better.
Okay, a little better. Unfortunately, it still fails to save.
Dang it!
So he pushes deeper into your mind. And he had already glanced and seen that you were in pain, so he is now digging around in your head to see what is causing you this pain. What does he see?
He's gonna see Albert.
Okay. And that ends his turn. As you can see, as the head just sort of cocks a little bit as he's focused.
You say he's only 10 feet from me?
Yeah, he's keeping himself out of direct... I mean, you can easily get to him, but he is basically keeping himself away from getting hit in the face with a bottle.
I would like to run up to him and try to, like, either trip him up or get on top of him.
Okay, so you're just trying to basically take him to the ground?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check.
I'm not good at those, but I have bardic inspiration. Ooh! What's the die for bardic? 8?
It's a D8.
It's a D8 and it is unfailing.
Are you an 8? Which one's the 8? There we go. No?
It's the diamond.
Is it the diamond? I have 2 diamonds.
I mean, it's the 8-sided one. Not to be like that, but
Listen, you.
Better you than
Well,
me,
anyway, it's. Let me just fail at doing simple math. -1, 22.
Huh.
And that's with the bardic inspiration.
Yep. He rolled a nat 20. Gives him a 19. So you do, using your action, you do manage to tackle him down. Go ahead and roll a d4.
Uh-huh. That's a 2.
Okay, so he's going to take 2 points of damage.
Okay. I'd like to kick him in the throat. Or punch him in the throat, whichever of my limbs is available.
Well, you'd be able to do that on your next turn because you don't have the
Dang it.
attack yet. But you have now, he is prone on the ground. Oh, he has to make a concentration check. Which he fails.
Am
Uh,
I
yeah.
allowed?
What?
Literally, had to beat a 10, rolled a 4 on the die.
it happens. I think it's happened to
I
me.
mean,
It
yeah.
sucks.
So you can as you can feel this sort of push into your head, and it basically feels somebody rifling through, and all of a sudden you feel this image of Alfred pop up in your head, and immediately you
Albert.
tackle him to the Albert. Why did I say Alfred?
Batman.
As you feel this image pop up in your mind and you tackle him to the ground, immediately you feel that presence that had been sort of rifling through your mind get pulled back. And he sort of looks up and you can see a little bit of a grin appear on his face.
So, can I only keep him on the ground, or can I?
You wouldn't be able to attack him as well. It would be your attack action to bring him down. So you have a bonus action, or you could let him go if you wanted to.
Oh, my bonus actions are attacks of some kind.
Yeah, and all that requires you to take the attack action first.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. As long as he's on the ground.
Yep, he is down on the ground. So he is actually going to start casting a spell. And everyone can see this. As standing right, like as he's laying on the ground with you jumped on top of him, about 4 or 5 feet from his head, standing there is your husband. Looking at you.
Is that all he's willing to do?
As he starts looking at you, and you can see as he was rooting around in your mind and seeing what had caused you pain, that image you had in your mind of the first time that you saw him in your dream. That conversation before you realized it wasn't really him.
Mm-hmm.
He has that same expression on his face. And he points down and looks at you. That's all that happens.
Okay.
And then it is your turn.
I'm gonna try and slice this guy's throat.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
No killing here.
You do have advantage because he is, I consider him grappled where you took him down to the ground. And you're trying to, what are you trying to use to cut his throat?
Yeah, dagger.
Okay.
Do I add anything to this? I keep forgetting.
Either your strength modifier or your dexterity modifier, whichever is better,
Okay.
and your proficiency bonus.
And my pro bone. I forgot my pro bone last time. That's what happened. That's not what happened. I rolled really well. 27.
What'd you roll on the die?
18.
Okay. So
Plus
that
a 6, plus a 3.
yeah, so that is definitely going to hit. Oh, wait. How do you have a 6? It should be a 5. The highest your
I was
modifier can
looking
be
at-
is a 5.
I was looking at saving throws. Dang it.
An 18 plus 5.
Either way, it's going to hit, yeah.
Okay.
His AC is not that high. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay.
And I
so
think
that-
you may get... Do you get sneak attack if you have advantage?
I sure do, DM.
So go ahead and roll that as well.
Okay, so that is that. Let's see. There's this, and then you. 2, 3, 4. Okay, give me a second. Let me pull the calculator out. 22.
Murdoch, should I do something? If it goes crazy? Old person?
Yes.
I mean,
This is therapeutic, I think, but this is not the place to kill something.
And plus, Albert's not helping. So when it's my turn, I will turn. I'll start preparing hold person just to cast on Sarah.
If Rose and Murdoch aren't doing anything, you will be coming up next right before our friend here.
Seeing how badly this goes and what everybody's
Yeah.
reaction is.
So-
like, player knowledge, we know what she's doing, but is it obvious to us, like, that she's kind of
Go ahead, all three of
trying
you
to go
make
too far with this?
all three of you make perception checks. I will say this: nat 20 on the concentration check to keep Albert around, though.
Oh my god, buddy.
That's a
Buddy,
tease
do you
for
not
Rose.
realize that that's a bad idea? Oh my god. Okay.
Rose
I
is
mean-
just sitting back and enjoying the show. She
Perception checks, you said?
Yep,
That's a 25.
18.
I see everything.
both of you see as she tackles him to the ground, looks up, dagger comes out, and just drags across the front of this guy's throat.
Alright.
Yeah,
If-
I'd immediately start casting hold person on Sarah to go off on my turn as soon as I saw that.
Yeah, and I will. I'm so sorry, dear. I don't like to be in conflict, but I'll hold a unsettling words at you.
Well, you technically go before Furia
Furia.
does. If you
Yeah.
so you
Oh
want
well, then yes. Murdoch says, Sarah, why, whenever there is any rules presented to you, do you try to break them? We can't do this here. And I will give you a D8 negative on your next saving throw. I'm sorry.
Me.
I'm sorry.
Don't get to do anything in this house.
and Rose
You
like,
can't
turns.
kill people here.
Rose turns to Murdoch like, like not understanding like why.
And Furia and Murdoch, you would both notice the rather rotund individual is gesturing wildly from the other end. And you can see that people are starting to move on the sides a little bit. It seems like you guys aren't the only ones who noticed something. Then Furia, your spell goes off, and what is the saving throw for that?
A wisdom saving throw.
With a -6 to your roll.
Okay.
Sorry, dear. Not in my
I-
hometown.
Okay, well, I rolled a 3, so my
You gotta beat a 14.
So you have a -3.
Yeah, I'll stand up
You hurt
and.
yourself in the
This is
process.
not the place to take out your anger. That way.
And
You two seeing something that I'm not?
She dragged across the man's bloody
Person's
throat.
throat.
It's hard to tell with the illusion, but I saw the motion.
I guess I just missed it.
She's trying to. She's
Your
not.
eye is half swollen shut. I mean,
That's true.
Yes, you do have a little bit of a swelling going on.
we're gonna have him. Okay, he has the capacity at this point. As you are now paralyzed, basically, with this knife dug into his throat. And unmoving, you watch as your husband takes a couple of steps forward towards you. Leans down a little, and you hear in a voice, couldn't even do that right, could you?
Who is this guy?
And that ends his turn.
DM, we got a note from chat saying the background music is a bit loud.
Oh, thank you much, chat. Which one is this one? There we go. So I keep forgetting which ones I've turned down and which ones I haven't.
Am I able to wiggle my way out of this, Feria?
On your turn, you can make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Okay, but if this guy is doing something too, like, then the whole thing needs to stop.
Well,
Yeah,
he's
I'm
at a
looking
point
around
right
for
now,
the-
He literally can't move. If he does, he's going to be doing more damage to himself as there is a knife blade embedded in his throat at the moment.
Yeah, and I'm looking around for the barkeeper, the guy heading this up. Like, do I
You-
release her? Like, what's going on here? Are there people back up?
As you're looking around, you can definitely see there is movement happening. And you can see that rather large gentleman is heading around. Barkeep doesn't seem to really care. But at the same point, he literally just served Rose a glass of fermented orc blood, so.
All right, I'm still gonna do my best to keep this spell up then.
Okay. So, Sarah, at the end of your turn, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw to see if you can get out of it.
Okay. At the end or right now?
End of your turn.
Well, it's the end of every turn, so you can't do anything right now, so just go ahead and make your saving throw.
Can I talk or no? No? Okay.
You're paralyzed,
So-
I believe. That means everything.
Oil can! Let's see. 12 plus 2. Is this also where we take away the 6? Or did we already
Nope.
do that? Okay.
Already did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Wisdom save.
14.
That beats it. That meets it. So
Okay,
It
so
beats it.
so at the end of your turn, you find your muscles starting to ease a little bit.
I'm gonna glare at Furia.
I'm glaring right back.
So it'll bring us it's back to the top of the order. Rose, Murdoch, Furia. We're back through the three of you.
So,
I'm going to prepare another hold person in case stuff goes like just to go off. I'm gonna hold the spell
Okay.
just to see just in case.
I won't do anything more.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm just starting to kind of realize what's happening. Do I see like the activity from like all the, the people getting?
You can definitely see
placed?
that, and you now are hearing the heavy footfalls and what sounds to be a very rushed approach of a rather large half-orcish individual.
Okay, so given that I see like people like stepping up, I think she's just going to just stay where she is and let the folks in charge take care of this.
Okay. So this brings us back to him again. And let's see here. Okay. He's gonna look up at you and very carefully, with one of his hands, just look up at you, and you can hear it's very difficult for him to speak, even how badly you've slashed open his throat. And with almost, you can hear the blood in his voice as he mutters, "Obey." And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Again. 12.
He's kind of my thing.
And as the rest of you watch, you can see this sort of jagged iron crown appear on Sarah's head. And then mechanically what that means, Sarah, is on your turn, you have to use your action to attack a target other than you that this individual instructs you to.
Okay.
In the instance that you are unable to attack or the creature is outside of range of anything you can do, you then act normally. So as it ends his turn, and as he casts that, your husband disappears.
Okay.
And he starts glancing around wildly, as much as he can with barely moving his head. And as we come to the start of your turn, you hear instructions in your mind telling you to throw your weapon at Furia.
Am I allowed to contest or no? I have to.
No, you just
Okay.
make your attack roll.
10? Wait.
10 to hit?
So 10 plus your dex modifier plus your proficiency
Plus.
bonus.
Okay, I keep forgetting the modifier. Okay. So 15.
That will not hit.
Okay, good.
And Sarah just threw a dagger at
Seeing
you.
as-
And you watch as
As I was staring at her, I was able to move out of the way.
And you would also tell that it wasn't fluid. Like, you've seen her attack somebody when she really wants to. You could see this was more like a... Didn't have quite her normal, oomph that she puts into attacks. Okay. And then at the end of your turn, Sarah, should you choose to, you can now get up and move, or you can just stay where you are. Right now, you're still sitting on top of him. He's still severely wounded.
If Albert's gone, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna look down at him. If you don't do that again, I'll help you. Truce?
Go ahead and make a
mind is-
persuasion check with disadvantage. as you have sawed his head off.
Okay. That's with the disadvantage, that's gonna be. Oh wow. 11?
Okay. We'll see what happens is everything starts to cycle through again. If none of your party are doing anything, you can see the bouncer is going to make it to Sarah in the next 6 seconds.
I'm just gonna let it happen. I'm gonna, if I can, pick up her dagger and keep it to return later, maybe.
Never.
Murdoch Rose, would you be doing anything?
No, I think I'm just gonna let this play out as well.
I will cast suggestion on the bouncer
Okay.
because I'm not fighting him. It's a wisdom save.
That's not great. Give me a second. Let me. Okay. 16?
Shite. I wish I saved my thing. 16 is the save.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's.
Magic slips away.
The story here is that you can see him shout and his. You see it's 1, 2, 3. And just a big boot to the side of Sarah's head.
Oh.
Just basically trying to get Sarah off and away from this individual.
It's okay, I deserve it.
That's an 18 to hit.
Oh, that hits, baby. Owie.
So you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage
Uh-huh.
as you just sort of go and roll about 5 or 10 feet off of the individual.
Uh-huh.
And at that point, we come back to Sibarak, who is, now that you are off of him, is reaching up and grabbing at his throat and is now sort of like gesturing wildly towards where you disappeared off to. Just like sort of looks like he's trying to wave it off. And that brings us back to you.
Let me check my inventory.
Well, I will say, and he has dropped concentration on his Crown of Madness spell.
Okay.
So, the question is, are you planning on attacking? If you're not, we are out of initiative.
I'm not. I'm like holding my hands.
Okay. So we find ourselves out of initiative.
I have the potion in the bag. In the bag. I hold it in the bag.
Half-orc comes over and just literally scruff of the neck, back of your shirt, just hoists you up. And did you take it out of the bag, or are you just pointing in your bag?
No, I'm holding it. I'm like,
That's it. As he's got you up, literally just pulls it out of your hand and looks at you, just chucks you to the side. And then walks over, pops it open, starts dumping it into this individual's mouth.
comes out of his throat.
He had 1 hit point left. You were 1 away from just... in 3 attacks. As you're pitched in, you take 2 points of damage from being pitched into the dirt.
Okay, I deserve it.
As it happens, you can hear the bartender. Some of the crowd is starting to murmur. People, even those who weren't overly paying attention, start picking up that something really sort of sideways just went down. The bartender very quietly is sliding everyone's money back to them. So it's, Rose, you get your money back. Murdoch, you get your money back. Seems like the fight was called. A little while goes by and Murdoch, eventually your friend comes over to you. So, friend of yours, huh?
Client. She's been downgraded to client status.
That one's going to get you in some trouble.
I did not know that you changed your name to Captain Obvious. You should have asked me to help fill out the paperwork.
Suffice to say, she will not be welcome back here.
She's not welcome back most places that we take her to. Thank you for
Murdoch,
not...
you see, you know, back in the house, I had that list of things. You see, you see? You've been with us long enough now.
Yes. Yes. I take my empty glass and I do this. I like roll my wrist and I cast wrist pocket to take out the jar of whiskey that I took from Lydia's room, and I just pour that in my wine glass instead, and I wrist pocket it away again.
Oh, you're gonna teach me that. Oh.
It's not limitless.
Oh, not as useful then, but still a neat trick. I'll let you collect your belongings and
we will go.
Although if you and the your little lady friend there want to come back, two of you are always welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Sarah!
I'm already over by Murdoch. I'm right here.
Wait, how did she get out of the pit this time?
I think that man just threw her out.
She just...
Oh.
We're going, dear.
I know.
Okay. Have I ever seen that bard here? I'm assuming he's a bard. Have I ever seen that bard here before?
Go ahead and make roll a d20.
Sure. So look.
All this let's see here.
He took it too far. Natural one.
You didn't even know he was a bard.
You are certain you've seen him. You have seen him here before 1,000 times. He just likes to mess in people's heads.
Gives us all a bad name. Okay. I'll take them out. Out of the basement.
And easy enough is you are let out.
Rose, did they give you healing when you were cleaning up?
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, yes.
They, they healed you up. They did not do anything for Sarah.
Fair enough. Yes, I feel fine, Murdoch.
Would you all like to come with me for a slightly less, hopefully, eventful adventure? All you have to do is stand outside for a little bit.
Yeah,
Unless
I mean,
you know,
And that's all we will do.
I feel like we
I
should
certainly hope so.
get moving.
All right. Sarah,
Murdoch.
you're obviously going through something. I'm not mad. But you know the rest. This is not the place. This is not the city. Please. Okay? Can we talk later?
Yes.
Okay. Lead the way, Furia.
I will start making my way back to the Sorcerer's Sundries, if it's about that time.
Yeah, with everything going on, it's probably getting close by the time you get back there. As a group, you start heading through. Lydia's going to take a couple of moments and try to sort of help get Sarah a little cleaned up. You know, get the boot print off the side of her face, get the sand and the blood off of Sarah's hands.
It's not my blood.
All the more reason that the Flaming Fist would not be happy that it's all over you. You got some veins that really like to just sort of... You left the prestidigitationing wizard at the end.
No, I
did.
think I'm done with magic for now.
Yeah, eventually, Lydia helps get you a little bit more, a little bit presentable, as much as can be with what you can do. And eventually you find yourselves outside of the establishment as Furia has led you all the way there.
Wait here. I'll be just a moment. Maybe just keep an eye out, but I should be fine. And I'll head inside. Looking for my Lady Callan.
Okay. Now, before we jump into that, what would the three of you who are here, what would you be doing outside?
Not doing anything, trying to look smaller. Am I small enough yet?
I think you're small. I don't think I have anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rose, anything that you'd be doing to follow Furia's instructions?
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of like hang out like right where she left us, kind of just
Okay.
waiting for the business to conclude.
Okay, so that brings us to Furia heading inside. So Furia, go ahead and make a perception check as you're heading in.
Oh, that's really nice. Math. It's well over 20, 25, I think.
Yeah, you're good. So
I rolled an 18 plus 7, so yeah.
Yeah, so it takes you all of about 3 minutes, if that, to see the individual you believe to be the person you're looking for.
I'm going to head on over in their direction. Catch their attention.
Yeah, yes. How may I help you?
I have a parcel delivery for you, I believe, from Daggerford.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Straight 15.
She gives you sort of, what's up now? You're not the regular chap. What? Why are you bringing it?
I offered, and I'll rummage around in my bag of holding and dig out the box I was given. Sort of hold it up.
He reaches over and very sort of gently takes it from you. Sets it down to the side. Did you open it?
No, I've been far too busy. What's the point?
Honest gopher is hard to come by. Perhaps you'd care to do some more work for us.
That's why I offered in the first place.
She looks around a little bit, and you can see her gesture over, and the gentleman you had spoken with earlier is still over manning the main counter. They sort of lock eyes. She gives a little nod and tells her to say, "Why don't you take a walk with me so we can discuss things?"
Of course.
She starts leading you towards the back of the shop, gets about 2-3 steps, comes back, picks up the box. Come along, I don't bite.
Yeah, I'm following.
Leads you back through the back of the store into the employees only section. Then through there comes to a back door. She opens that, seems to lead out into a small... As she opens the door, you can see it looks like an alley, but it seems to be sort of fenced off, so it's this little sort of private outside area in the back of their shop. Sort of gestures to let you step out and then closes the door behind you. It's never easy to discuss business in there, but it works well with my hours. So, you got the two of them to actually trust you with this.
I suppose so.
That is something impressive. And she reaches out and opens the box and sort of leans over and shows it to you. And inside there is a beautiful necklace. I want you to go ahead and make a history check for me.
3.
3?
That works. I probably wouldn't know anyway.
Best you can tell looking at it is it appears to be platinum. It is a beautiful pendant that has a coat of arms with a silver dagger on it. And there she gestures down at it. It takes quite a bit of work to try to get one of these off of the dukes. Even more so to find someone brave enough to transport it. But if you're willing to do some work for us, and you watch as she sort of closes the box, and she's holding it between her hands. You watch as she just sort of holds it up and then folds her hands a couple of times around it, and then it's gone. Then Luxton does a very similar action before pulling a small ring out. We use such things as this to identify us to each other. It's also, if you're not careful, can be used by others to identify your affiliation with us. I hear there's some rather unsavory business going on in Waterdeep involving some other local upstarts. And there's the group in Yartar as well. It's...
Heard the people in Daggerford were quite upset about that, in fact.
Well, to quote Bard somewhere, hate is going to hate. But will you be in Daggerford for long?
Baldur's Gate or Daggerford?
I forgot where I lived. Forgive me. Will you be in Baldur's Gate for long?
Probably a day or two. Heard some rumors about a ghost ship we might check out. But I probably will be back here after a couple days.
It's always nice when the new people come in and try to see if they can find anything out about it. Oh, where are you off to next if I have need of packages and other things to be delivered?
Let's see. I know we plan to try to go to Candlekeep. Probably after that back here. Then probably back up north towards Daggerford. If plans go as they do. We tend to get interrupted a lot as a group.
Happens to the best of us. But let me give you this. And she goes digging into her pocket and pulls out a sending stone. And hands it over to you. This is a way that we can communicate. I'm sure you're familiar with them.
Yes, I have several of these, yes.
Make sure that you keep ours safe. Would not go
They will all be.
well to be miscommunicating information meant for someone with another.
I will probably tie a ribbon or something around this one, just in case.
But if you are here for a few days, come back and see me within 2 days before you depart. I will have something prepared for you that, if you are planning to attempt to get to Candlekeep, perhaps it will aid you.
That would be very helpful indeed.
And with that, perhaps you can aid us at the same time. But we can discuss when you return to obtain said package. With that, she reaches out and holds the ring out to you.
I will take it and, for now, just put it on a finger. Well, if that is all, I believe I have some other business to attend to.
Well, let me be the first and not the last to welcome you. Best think of a way to refer to yourself before others do it for you. There's a rather
I will have to think about that.
There's a rather rotund individual hangs out in one of the restaurants in Daggerford, goes by the Snail. With a slow, round, obviously not of his choosing. Would be wise to...
I would like to avoid something like that for sure.
We will be watching you.
You wouldn't be the only one. Just keep that in mind. And I would like to turn into a bird, specifically a hawk, and just fly up and over and around.
And as you start to fly away, you get the sense that you're just being watched for a couple of moments, and then...
Yep. And I'm not expecting to impress because, they've probably seen it before, but... and I'll fly into a nearby alley that's secluded, turn back into myself, and wander back to my party. Take the ring off, put it in my bag of holding.
As far as the group of you are waiting outside, Furia comes walking out from across the street.
Did you need to make some sort of escape?
No, I just showed off a little tiny bit. We're all good.
Wonderful. So
I was also wondering if turning into a bird here would work, since the last time was in that dream thing. It worked fine. I'm quite happy I'm not a puddle of feathers.
Mutual?
Thank you. Yeah, so no, it went good. No attempting stabbings or deviousness.
All right, well, I look at the rest of you.
Where to next?
No, Art's at the inn. I don't really have anything else to do other than wait for that ship to come around.
Why don't we go check on Art? We did have the whole stop leaving the wizard alone thing.
They do
Right.
their mom.
Confused. What time is it? We went and did all this stuff. But
So at this point, it's
I don't think it's late.
No, it's probably maybe like 1:30, 2 o'clock.
I've been thinking it's like midnight.
No.
No,
We
you
went all this
guys
stuff
split off.
before
This was in the
lunch.
morning.
Yeah.
So realistically, but you haven't been in any one place real long.
Okay.
I mean, you guys were at the temple. That was probably about 10, 15 minutes. Murdoch and Rose were probably down in the Fight Club for about a half an hour. The rest of you were probably there about 15 minutes. Most of your day has been walking around because it's Baldur's Gate's not a small. It's not small.
They really
town
should
town.
have a light rail system or something.
I mean, back to the inn for now. I mean, I like to cause my fair share of trouble, but I think we've pushed the limits here.
Yes. At least for a bit. Yes. Then I'll go check on the office later today.
All right, sounds good with me.
Okay, so as the party starts making their way back to the inn, I want all of you to go ahead and make perception checks for me.
3.
7.
18.
16.
Okay. Murdoch, sir does not have a dagger out. Seems your focus is elsewhere. You're not overly paying attention to what's going on around you.
Mm-hmm.
Furia and Sarah. Actually, let me roll for Lydia, where she's technically with you.
Yeah. She's here too. In spirit.
Give me a second. I just want to check her modifier, because this does matter. Okay, so actually the three of you notice, as you start getting closer to the inn, there seems to be smoke coming from the roof of it.
Oh, my city!
Murdoch, you might have been right. Look!
I see now.
Oh, now I see. Oh,
Oh my goodness!
It's not like the building is not completely ablaze, but you can see that there is definitely what appears to be smoke rising from the roof.
I'm going to try
Let's just
and
hope they tried a new spell or something.
I'm going to send a message cantrip, not a sending spell. Pointing at the inn and be like, Artemis, are you in there? What is going on?
Okay. And as you point, and I'm assuming you would wait until you're within 120 feet of the inn, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Just so that the inn is encompassed by the spell.
Yeah. So as you get closer, you do get a response back. And it is a little bit garbled. And the DM is blanking. Which language are you trying to teach, Art? It's Infernal. So you get back a mix of Gnomish and Infernal from Art. And in Infernal, you get Flames and Devil. And do you speak Gnomish?
No, I don't speak Gnomish.
So the rest of it you wouldn't... doesn't seem to make any sense to you. But it's a group of words, Flames, another couple of words, Devil.
Furia, I don't think that they were practicing a new spell. I think we need to make a little bit of haste.
All right. I'm gonna start booking it.
I follow
on my
after.
35 feet.
yeah, let's go. And I keep pace.
Okay.
Are they still inside? What did Artemis say?
I got Devil.
That's
That's
Oh,
not
no.
good.
I know.
Keep running, keep running.
Murdoch, when we were shopping for spells, I think Art asked for some spells to do with that sort of thing. I don't know. The shopkeeper did not want to sell them to them.
Okay, so maybe
Seems
it's a
like,
combination of
this
what you said and
might
what I'm thinking.
What the shopkeeper was worried about.
Why? The Devils in Baldur's Gate is like the thing, people!
I did tell Art not to do that sort of thing, but
What's it like if we come into the main floor of the inn?
As you come charging into the inn, everything? As, again, the group of you sort of bust into the front door of the inn. Just throw it open. And the person behind this... Wow, you're a little excitable. Hi, welcome.
Hi?
Can I help
Water!
you?
Water
The
bucket.
roof is on fire!
I'm going to
I think I
our
would know if the inn
rooms.
was on fire.
Yeah, I'll follow Furia and just go start heading up to the rooms.
Oh my goodness.
Is there like were the baths part of the inn or were they part of our rooms?
Sure, they were in your rooms.
They were in our rooms.
I'm gonna like get your bath water.
I don't live here. I just work here.
I'm talking to my party.
Oh,
We're running. I think we're all running upstairs.
Yeah, we're all running upstairs.
Yeah, I need to see what's going on before I douse the place in water.
no. As
The roof was on fire from what we saw, right?
you saw smoke?
Okay.
So as you all approach, I want you to go ahead and make one more perception check.
14.
Ugh, 6.
17. Murdoch is either a 3 or like a 19 on perception.
21.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna look like idiots and it's not all fair.
All of you, as you're charging up and heading up towards the rooms and to where you know Art's room is, you all can hear voices. It seems to be a conversation of sorts. Murdoch, you recognize the voice.
Is it freaking... Is it freaking Totiv? Is he here?
And that's where we're going to go on into tonight's session, folks.
Matthew!
So we will be back next time. I have to, unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to advise my party yet. Unfortunately, we will not be here next week, as it is my 7-year wedding anniversary. I ain't going to be
Okay.
So we will not be here next week. So be here in 2 weeks, as Murdoch is right.
You're lucky you're married!
Murdoch, and all of you catch this reaction from Murdoch, is that you all hear this and Murdoch's eyes just go wide. Is Murdoch in here? Totiv, having a conversation on the other side of the door. And suddenly the strange message about devils seems to make more sense to Murdoch. So until next time, folks, remember, if your perfectly sane dwarven friend decides to go into a fight pit and beat somebody to a pulp, it's probably okay. If the emotionally traumatized, borderline unstable halfling decides to go in, take their weapons. Granny gonna stab somebody. But they survived. Because they added their proficiency bonus. We'll see you next time, folks.